on the first day of my vacation. They turned the lights out. I sat there in the dark and prayed for death. I wrote a song. I thought it was stupid, even though I know not all of them can be the best. I read with a flashlight for several hours, waiting for the electrician dude to come and fix the breaker for love to save me. But that was not the message that got through. No, death is the only thing that makes this interesting. You know in your heart that you'd get bored. Death is the only thing that makes this interesting. Why in hell on earth would you want more? Well, after several hours of this, I became discouraged, but determined to make something of the day. I went to the open mic to get some rage out and play my song, but I got number 58. And I became acceptance. I sat there unmoving, watching all my friends get on the stage to sing their asses off,
Try and reach me, but didn't have the anthem till I heard Tim Warner say, death is the only thing that makes this interesting. Why in hell on earth would you want more? Death is the only thing that keeps this interesting. You know in your heart that you get bored. Let's give Joe Yoga some love. Death! 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 Give me death! Death! Give me death! Give me death! Death! I took my piranha, antagonized it, steered shit around where I knew you would see.
I meditated, kept getting distracted about how wonderful it was to be me. 'Cause I have found the way out. I have found the way out. I have come to shake hands and make fools of the fools. Everything you heard, my dear, is true. True.
Death is the only thing that keeps this interesting. Why in hell on earth would you want more? Yeah, death is the only thing that keeps this interesting. You know in your heart that you get bored. Bored. So give me death. Let's give it up one time for Mr. Joe Yoga, everybody.
Thanks for sticking around and listening, everybody.
Fuck yeah, Joe Yoga doing Give Me Death off his album Everything You Heard Is True. Because usually people ask me, they dig that fucking song. So again, I'll give it to you right now. It's right here on Bandcamp. Everything You've Heard Is True by Joe Yoga, live at the Sidewalk Cafe down in New York City, 2015, with his song Give Me Death. And if you like that, I'm telling you right now, there's so much of his music you'll enjoy. and his lyrics and whatever else. So thank you, everyone. Thank you very much for being here. First of all, last week, fantastic. Everyone who came in and so forth. I know I went on late, and we ended up having a great nerd comedy conversation. Just about what I've been working on and where we're going and what we're doing, and it was really fucking awesome. And so, I don't know. Let's see if we can make miracles happen again, right? First of all, love thy neighbor. I see that you came into the chat, so I appreciate it greatly so much. Indeed, it's been a while, and I just wonder, I don't know if I'm allowed to ask this, but love thy neighbor. You know, you said Timmy. That's usually a thing a lot of girls do. So, I don't know if you are or not. If you're not, it's okay. I haven't heard that since high school, to be honest with you. It was Timmy Buddy. That's what people would say. Oh, hey, Timmy Buddy. Or Timbo. Timbo was an old high school nickname. So, rip that one out of the hat. What else? I'm going to go over a couple things quick, and then we'll just fucking do some rapping and so forth. I feel like I have some things to share. I don't know if it's going to benefit everybody. I don't know if it's going to be the funniest thing in the world, but I'll tell you what, it'll be goddamn interesting, fascinating, and hopefully it'll give you some value, and maybe we can all walk away maybe 1% better than we were before, right? Does that sound good? Sounds good to me. Anyway, love thy neighbor coming in here, and what'd you say? It's a South Park thing. And I am a hetero male. I'm sorry, I did not mean any disrespect whatsoever. But yeah, Timmy, after South Park, I heard that a lot. That's really funny. What do you got here? Let's put you up on here. Maybe I can read it better. Was the intro me more or less, don't give up on your dream, happens right after you're ready to quit, so does this mean things are going good for you? Okay, that is fascinating. Love thy neighbor. Okay, I'll get into it now, real quick, or maybe not real quick. Here, let me do this. Let me do this real quick, because when the rebroadcast happens, I don't know how many people stay and so forth, but let me get this on the screen here. This is exciting. So, again, I've been doing a lot of work. We got some shows coming up. Where is my mouse? So, got a number of shows coming up, dude. Going to be in San Antonio on the 5th. We doing anything before that? Nope. I think I might be doing some Shakespeare spots down here in Austin on a regular basis, at least once a week. I'm trying to work some things out there. Had a real good set Saturday and so forth. So let's see what happens. Going to be in Pasadena. It's roughly like Houston, suburb of Houston on the 6th. We're looking at, I'm really excited about this show. I'm going to tell you right now, this venue on Instagram out here in Clifton. No, it's not Clifton. I'm sorry. This one here, the Brick House. They are unbelievably excited to have us. And that's on June 13th. In Graham, Texas, before that here. Going to be in Clifton, doing some things in Buda. 76 days until Austin's funniest. And again, in case you don't know, I'm Mr. Irrelevant, which means in the preliminary rounds, in the first round, I am performing on the last day, and I am the last performer. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I don't think I'm going to do anything to try to flood Cap City with audience, because the audience votes in the first round. But I don't think I'm really going to try to push it. I think more than anything, I'm just going to go in and see what happens. You know, and in 76 days, if I continue the shit that I'm doing right now, it's not going to be a bad set. Will I move on? Who knows? And honestly, who cares, right? And then this is in October. This is exciting. I got Buda in September. So we're getting some things together. That's on my website, by the way. I update it as often as I can when things come in and whatever. So to get back to, someone else came in. Who do we got? Oh, boy. What is this? Let me try to get this up here. You are the Brock Purdy of comedy. Yeah, Mr. Irrelevant. That's what I'm thinking. I'm kind of using it as a motivation, I guess, in a way, or just, I don't know. But yeah, I saw that I was last on the last day, and honestly, I haven't gone back and looked. I don't want to know who's in my thing, like my bracket that day. I don't want to know nothing. I'm just going to go in, I'm going to have fun, and if I move on, great. And if I don't, then I don't know, does that mean I don't have any talent, never going to make it, blah, blah, blah? No, doesn't. So who cares? But as you asked in the title, I bring this up, and I don't know, it might be niche. I don't mean to make it a fucking sobriety thing and whatever else. I don't really want to like have that just be my identity, but it is something that's happening in my life. But I'll tell you what, I sit in meetings, right? And there's a lot of these people, they'll be like, hey, don't quit before the miracle happens. And it's like, okay, but what's the miracle? You know what I mean? And then you sit there and go, well, maybe it's, right? It's got to be, I get the idea maybe it's individualistic, right? Where everyone kind of has their little miracle. And I don't know what it is. I have found ways to describe it. But I feel, me personally, and maybe this may not just be an individual thing, but I believe the miracle is the return to self, if that makes any sense. I think necessarily not knowing, you know what I mean, or subconsciously, I was kind of hiding and burying somewhat my personality and who I am and whatever else. And something has fucking clicked in the last couple of weeks, but it's been an accumulation. But I feel my personality is coming back, and not even coming back. It might be here right now. And then like that fucking dialogue. Sometimes it's in the head that a couple of my Kill Tony appearances, like you don't have a microphone inside my head, but there's a lot of fucking chatter that'll go on and so forth, and like a lot of that has gone away. I'll give you an example. What was it? Friday there I did East Austin Comedy Club for the first time. And did great. But I'm not going to speak for other people and so forth. But it wasn't, and it could have been me. It wasn't welcoming. It didn't feel comfortable. And which is fine, I can get it. A lot of times I'm an acquired taste. So, but usually in those situations, I kind of get in my head and be like, all right, those guys they want to be like that. Well, I got to crush. And then it's like, if I don't crush, then I'm a loser. I'm an idiot. I suck. Fucking. None of that happened. I just went up. I did my set. I had a fucking blast. The audience seemed to have a good time too. The happiness thing is coming along so much better. Dan, what is it? Dan T9, 6F, whatever. That guy, he brought up some points about the earlier stuff where it was like too preachy, and then I showed him a set I did from years ago, and I was like, this is where I was getting to. And it would just be in there. He would have, if he was out at that show, he would have seen the changes that I made, even in like a week's time. But it's just hit me. Like I feel it's not necessarily like what is it, Groundhog's Day with Billy Murray, and you're waking up on February 3rd, and it's like, yay, and you've just kind of had the same day. I mean, granted, I've been in survival mode, but I would say it's more like the end of Back to the Future. Marty goes back to his house and, he just wakes up and it's like his life is upgraded. His brother's got a good job, his sister's whatever, right? His dad's the author, the mom's not a drunk. He's got that big truck and he's still with the same girl, but like his life is just fucking upgraded. And, sorry, I know there's some people talking here. I hope some of that makes sense in a way, because I still kind of don't know how to describe it. But it's like, I've got the same life, but I'm just sitting here going, holy shit. I don't know. It's just, this is great. My life is pretty much perfect. Pretty much. So let's, this is great. People are talking. Please keep talking, because also, too, the chats do help, whatever, what do you call algorithm, like people seeing it, whatever. What do we got here? That's awesome, bro. I just finished a 14-month program in California to become a certified drug and alcohol counselor. Hey, let's clap it up there, right? For Love Thy Neighbor. 007. I think that's fantastic. That was 18 months. Of course you said there, right? 14-month program. That's great. That's great. It's a good thing. And good for you, dude, because you're going to be helping some other people that necessarily didn't know where to look, And it's not an easy thing. I'll tell you that much. And but I get what they were fucking saying now. Because that second year, absolutely awful. The worst, horrible, bleh. But I think, again, I don't know how much you watched last week. But, I don't know. I don't want to say I took a hiatus or whatever, but I just felt like I did the live stream a little too early, because I would say the last year, I've been trying to, quote unquote, like be me again and whatever. And in that chase, it's just happened. And I don't know, I noticed I'm just being more open to people. I'm just starting conversations. I did a thing where I randomly been going up and talking to girls, which is something I haven't done, women, whatever, I haven't done in I don't know how many years and whatever. And it's just crazy. This feels good. And, I just, that the gap between your interior world and your exterior world. Because I just think all of this, like, again, the calendar, actually the energy I've been receiving from people, my sets, it seems like I've got some of my charisma back and personality, and it seems to be a light, I guess, for people, which is pretty dope. And I'm just in awe. I never thought necessarily it would be great. And so far it is. And it's all a reflection. And I've just been so much trying to work on this, and I tell you, I could feel it right in the chest. Just this light radiating out. And I can't remember. I think it's the heart chakra. I don't know how much of this stuff's true or whatever, but I don't know. I guess it was kind of based on trying to figure out humans and mind and soul and spirit, physicality, but it's a green light, quote unquote, I think. And what it mean? Authenticity. It's crazy. It just kind of came together in a way, like all the things I was going through, self-respect maybe, but like that chakra. And I didn't look it up beforehand. I was just had this fucking feeling. And then I looked it up after, and so much of it matched up with what I'm trying to describe. I hope I'm doing a decent job with it. But yeah, you know, Friday was kind of dope. Made an amends, and it was really great, and it was genuine. I actually felt it. You know, I tried to make some in the past. Some went good, some went bad. But it was more of like, I knew I should do this, kind of like going into work. Like, I know I should go into work, but it wasn't like, liking, loving your job. And now I kind of have, like, I could feel the empathy and so forth. And I really do not only want to say sorry, but I want to make it up to these people. You know what I mean? And honestly, the only way I could do that is just treating them as equals for the rest of at least my life. It's about the best I could do at the moment, you know, for a lot of it. But it was really great. And the person that I did it with, they were very accepting and so forth, which was great. It's just, I don't know, it's just nice. You know what I mean? Who needs that extra noise and whatever else? But I'll tell you right now, it may not look like it at the moment, but man, things are fun. Things are great. Trajectory's going. You know, I'm not saying I'm the greatest. I'm not trying to declare like I'm going to be famous or whatever. I'm just saying that I don't know. I guess I've grown up. I guess in a way. And it's just, I don't know. It really is a blessing. And, you know, I know some people check in with this from time to time and whatever else. And some people are going to pop in and watch now. I don't know. I'm not going to try to be a savior or anything like that. But if there's, I don't know, if there's something you're thinking, whatever else, or you're struggling, you know, it's the great thing is I'm no longer the storm. So I get to sit back and watch the weather, you know, and guess what? Storms come, storms go. Sunny days, beautiful days come, beautiful days go. But at least I'm not the one raining on the parade anymore, you know? And it's like, there's a Tool song out there. I think there's like a trilogy on Lateralus. And I think the first song, I think, is called Reflection. And it's very much watch the weather change. And when we watch the weather change, dude, yeah, there's times that there's noise and there's time that there isn't. And to be sitting here now, less emotional with my reactions and decisions and whatever else, it's truly amazing. And I know for some people out there, I get it. At times, fucking sober people and AA people can be annoying when it's like, oh, look, I haven't drank for 30 days. Haven't done hard drugs for 30 days. Ooh, you know, 60 days, yay. And there's people out there that never had a drink, never had a thing, and they're looking at you like, well, gives a fuck. I get it. You know, but the thing is, you grow up again. So guess what? Yeah, I've got to be proud of accomplishments that a 11-year-old does every day. Yeah, so what? You know, now it's like I'm finally doing decisions and choices that a 48-year-old does, and it's fucking great, and it's the clarity in my material and the topics I'm doing, and the slow like connection. Believe me, I got a lot of work to do. It's why I haven't put shit up, because it's like some of it's an unfinished product. I liked what I did on the live stream last week, but I don't think that's something I'm going to do every week. But it was pretty cool to actually watch the progression and whatever else. And I don't know. I'm probably talking in fucking circles, and I've been doing it because I don't know if I know how to describe this, but I don't know. I think I'm going to a meeting tomorrow just to share this and see what people have to say and see if I can hear their own experiences or anything else, you know. It's just, yeah. So, I don't know. Other than that, I think I might just be beating a dead horse. But I just think about, where are we? May 26th. You know, I got 76 days until that Cap City. And that's on 8/11. And then I think, I don't know, I'm into numbers and whatever. Like, they may not have any meaning, but like, for example, I think in August, there's, I think August 24th is Monday. And I think that's when I'm going to start signing up again for Kill Tony, and start trying to see if I could sign up at the Mothership mics and see if I could start, I don't know, I guess slowly trying to get in, or I don't want to say trying to get in, but slowly just, I don't know. Because after that mic, if they want you to come back, then you don't have to sign up, and you can start doing the mic on Mondays. While Kill Tony's happen in the little room, they kind of, what they do is they do like, in case you don't know, what you do is, as a comic, you sign up. I think the sign-ups are like at 5:30. I think 5:30 they go till 6, or maybe they go till 5:30, and then at 6 they put out a list. I want to say it's 15 comics. I want to say, I could be wrong, could be 20. I think it's 15 though. And everyone does 3 minutes, and then after that, the door people go up, and then I don't know, maybe some people after Kill Tony, whatever, might go do that room as well. I'm not 100%, but that's what goes on in the little room. So if you're someone like me, who's one of the first 15, right, doing 3 minutes, there's every place has got it, like a booker or whatever, talent, whatever you want to call it. And, if he wants you to come back, he'll ask you to come back, and then go from there. If you continue being funny, then I don't really know what happens after that, unless you just, I think you can eventually kind of become some kind of comic there without doing the door. But I don't really know how it works here, and I've never really paid attention enough. It's just like, just go up, be funny, see what happens. And then, just because of Kobe Bryant, 8-2-4. So August 24th seems like it'll be good. Like I said, it's like the 11th, 76 days from now. So we had 13. Ooh, wow. Oh, yeah, today's 26, dum-dum. So like 90, 89 days. I think, like, dude, if I just get a solid 30 seconds every day, you know what I mean? I don't see how things can't go decently and whatever. And maybe I can actually really begin to turn this franchise around and, be like the Knicks 4 years ago to what the fucking Knicks are right now, by the way. And I can't believe I took all this time and haven't even said this. Go fucking Knicks. Let's fucking go. Very excited to see them in the final. The city looks beautiful. I've been missing New York, seeing all those motherfuckers, just the energy there. Like, let me tell you something. I was never there when the Knicks won. I think they went to the second round once. But I was there when the Yankees had that comeback against Boston, whatever else. The Mets did some shit, right? Giants won a couple of Super Bowls, yada, yada. But there's nothing like Knick energy. I think I was there, too. The Rangers won or some shit. But, there's nothing like that's a basketball city. Yes, everyone loves the Yankees, but that's a basketball fucking city. And to see that energy, man, I would love to be there. Just for that, then leave because they voted for one of Epstein's sons to be mayor. And I can't get down with that. But they all love him, so what are you going to do? Oh, boy. I think we got something in the chat. This is exciting because I've been talking a while. It's been fun watching the Knicks bring a winning record back to New York City. It feels different even on TV. No shit. It really does to you. That's awesome. It is, and you know what else? Love Thy Neighbor 007 that I'm really enjoying is their mindset. And they remind me of the '08 Pistons, where it was like just a bunch of kind of riffraff in a way that have come together, and they're just on a mission, focused, no noise, no excitement until they win the ring. And it's just, I've taken away so much from like their post-game interviews, and it's been a lot of fun seeing on YouTube like all the fucking, what do you call them, pundits or sports dudes, whatever, that were like, they got Jalen Brunson. We could have gotten Kevin Durant, John Mitchell, blah, blah, blah. And everyone just trashing it. And now they're all like foot and mouth, and it's an awesome story. And I find it inspiring because it's just like, you just got to believe in you. Like no one else is going to fucking do it. Like that dude knew what the fuck he wanted when he came to New York. You know, and he even took less money so they could bring in some of these other guys that they have come around. It's, sorry, I get a little, it's absolutely beautiful to me. Sorry. It's, you know, they all talk shit. And it's just, he believed, he saw it. And it's just, you don't listen to the noise. You just go out every day. You fucking practice, you work, you play the game. And you just try to make the people around you better. And it's what's been done. And I fucking love it. And I hope it would really be dope no matter who they play. It would really be a wonderful thing for me personally. Again, sports are all rigged, yada, yada, great. I just hope this year they rig it so the Knicks win, okay? What do we got? Let me go to the chat here. Sorry, everybody, if I'm going on a little too long. And thank you so much for talking. I appreciate it greatly. Yeah, I won so much money on that Pistons team. Yep, that's the odd makers never caught on. And the Pistons did smoke them in 5. That's right. Who do we got here? Brian Coulter, 7337. Be funny. You got it, buddy. I'll do it right now. I'll just turn on the switch, and then voila, right? I'll have humor spewing out of my nipples for you, and you can come on suck on them, all right? Jesus, Christmas, like I'm a jukebox. Anyway, haven't seen you before. I guess thanks for being here, but, you know, it's kind of good. You're kind of doing good if you get kind of these kind of comments here. That's really awesome. So thank you so much. But whatever. Uh-oh, here we go. Give me those teats. Indeed, I will. Just give me some time. Give me some time. Who are you again? Ryan Chilton, 7737. I don't know who you are. But I don't know. Thanks for being here. Whatever else. So, yeah. I think that's everything that's going on with that. Love Thy Neighbor. 007. All right. Looks like he jammed out. Good. Uh-oh. What do we got? Oops. What do we got? Blah, 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 blah. How do you say that? Is this a math problem? But whatever, dude. Good for you. All right. Hey, you know what, dude? It's great. The chats make everything do more. So keep chatting away. I think it's awesome. Who's this? Oh, wow. New Ground. Thanks for being here. New Ground Local, 83, what is this? 3348. The Knicks for years overpays, used to be all-stars that were on their last legs. Yeah, I mean, you know, Latrell Sprewell years, so forth. Even the time in between has been pretty ugly, but whatever. One time I sent you a message about sobriety. Oh, okay. And what's going on with that, Brian? What'd you do? I don't know. Maybe I'm reading your things wrong, but what'd you do? Tell me to fucking stop talking about it. Yeah, whatever else. I don't know. It's just great to see, man. And it's a dumb thing. I get it, you know. But it is, I don't know. It is nice to see people in New York enjoy. But I can't go back there. It's not the same city. Not the same city. But, well, I'm drunk watching you now. Okay. No judgments. I hope you're enjoying it. Or at least whatever else, do your thing, man. Do your thing. I don't know what to tell you. As long as you're being safe and whatever else, hopefully you're not overdoing it because it is just nighttime. You could be sitting there having a few. Nothing wrong with that. On a Wednesday, though, that's usually, people work related and things like that. But, okay. No judgments, buddy. As long as you're having a good time in life and all that, that's all that really matters at the end of the day. I'm not an angel, I still smoke weed from time to time, but all the other stuff I got completely out of my life. So what do we got here? I love you, Tim. Okay, buddy. Maybe I've been reading people wrong today a little bit. That's kind of my fault, perhaps. But, yeah, maybe I've been reading things wrong. But, I don't know. Again, things are great and so forth. And the miracle, other than that, I don't know if there's anything on your mind. I'd be more than happy to talk about it and so forth. Other than that, I don't really know too much. There's a lot of people talking about news stuff and things, and so you probably go to those channels for that. I don't know if I'm going to add any kind of a new take or whatever else to anything and everything that's going on. It's hard to keep up, but I am writing some things about it in the, psychological way of things, but I don't know. I tend to save that for other people unless there's things on your mind. Again, last week was a really fucking fantastic interaction. And again, for the people that were there, it was really great to comedy nerd out. And also by doing that, I probably should have went to bed, but I ended up staying up trying to edit some things and punch it up and make it funnier and whatever else. Okay. I'm a fan. Well, thank you so much, man. Yeah, that was probably my fault. Probably being a little defensive for no reason at all whatsoever. But nothing wrong with that. Again, you did nothing wrong. But are you doing well? Am I allowed to ask that, Brian? Like, you're doing well, though? That's what I want to know more than anything else. You give me a thumbs up or whatever else, it's all good. I just hope you're doing well. And if you're not, I've been there. It's not easy, but again, just the storm, things come and go. And there's always at least one beautiful day ahead, So, other than that, let's see. Yeah, so we'll see what happens with Kill Tony over the summer. Yes, sir. This is great. Well enough. The wine to get off probation so I can smoke again. Just waiting to get off probation. How much more time you got, brother? That would be interesting. I like that. Well enough. I get that. I'm probably slightly annoying right now because I'm like, dude, my life's great. Even though nothing's really changed, just my fucking perspective. Yeah, fuck you, dude. I'm doing fine. At times, but wow, this is incredible, man. I don't know. And again, thank you so much. There's no one that not no one, but it's like the fact that anyone comes by, pays attention, is a fan. I'm sorry I don't put more stuff up, but I don't want to put up bits that are half done, and I don't. But I'm hoping with the shows that I got coming up and so forth that I'll be able to put some kind of clips up. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. We're gonna be doing a lot of 20s this summer to try to build it up and start featuring, and then see what happens. Because I know we're going to expand outside of Texas. DJ and I. Pardon me. What do we got here? USB. No. You misinterpreted. It wasn't fuck you. Like fuck. It was me. Again, I don't have judgments towards you. Christ, you know how much of a dummy I've been? Like, how could I sit here? There's no way I'm on a higher hill. There's no, if anything, it's an even plane, That's all. Just want to make sure people are doing well. Well, you don't have to be happy. You don't have to be just, being well. And I don't know. It's like what I talked about earlier with the thing. So, a few years back, I was in a really dark place. I can relate. I sent you a message about your sobriety. I love you, brother. That's good. Well, I hope that got you out of a dark place, or at least maybe started the trail for you, the journey, more than anything else. It's I assume you're definitely younger than me. Maybe I shouldn't assume that, but there's a lot of life ahead and so forth. But for me, I got real dark and really isolated, and I burned a lot of bridges, made some bad choices and whatever else, but it's what you do. If you could make it up to Michigan, we'd want to see you live. I think you said that in the message, I believe, or at least in the reply, I feel. I feel like that. Here, what else did you write? I'm sorry. Just a little younger. Okay. Yeah, see, we grew up in that era, though. Where it's like, I don't know. I don't know where you're from. Oh, Michigan. But, I grew up in Syracuse, New York. And it's so weird for me to think just how it was never awkward 7 days a week to drink, because that's what my old man did. All my buddies' old man did. Christ, when we got to the age of like 21, we'd be going to the bars drinking with our parents. Like, we'd have us and then the parents. I don't know. So it never seemed odd, And then I slowly start to see that it's not necessarily a normal thing. But that's the era I grew up in. Plus, Syracuse is very gray, very dark. So a lot of people stay in a way. Like you go to bars. There's not really, like, this place is very outdoorsy. Austin, a lot of sun, a lot of whatever. Who do we got here? Hey, Dan. All right, buddy. What up? My man, Dan, T9V6F. So good to see you on here, brother. I want to thank you so much, I guess, like, for your critique in a way that, like, expanded the conversation and so forth last week. And, it really led me, after I got off the stream last week, I was up for like maybe an hour and a half, looking over stuff, editing, making it more of the curiosity journey and so forth than me trying to figure out things more than having it figured out. And it's, that little extra boost. Like, I think I would have done it eventually, but like, I was just so amped after last week that like, I just, boom. And, that's been working a lot more, and I'm expanding on some other things. It's really great, buddy. So again, thank you so much. It was fascinating. I enjoyed the critique. What do we got here? Who's this? This is New Ground Local. Holy cow, look at these people here. 3348. Yo, I liked when your podcast a while back had certain topics. The conspiracy draft was the shit, super original. Holy cow. First of all, thank you so much, New Ground Local 3348. You were talking about the Tim Warner show I did with Robert Tabbitt, where we had about 10 episodes and so forth. And okay, I am going to note that. I will note that. And also, let me ask this right now, and maybe I'll write it in the chat. What would be a better time? Like, there's, maybe this is the good time. I don't know. It seems like there's some people popping in and so forth, but, you want topics? Okay. What kind of topics would you like? Like, I know you like the conspiracy theory draft. Okay. So you like things like that. I can work on that. I can start bringing that to the table here without a doubt. I'll admit, I'm kind of a dummy. I don't really know what people want, and I look at like things like, everyone's talking about news, like all the podcasts, all the things. I just don't want to necessarily be redundant, but I don't know how much I can walk on just like people watching my progression or whatever. Plus that even sounds weird just saying it. But that is something I could do here. What else do we got? This is fucking awesome. Thank you for saying that, dude. Awesome, dude. That's damn my pleasure. Thanks for talking. Hard question. How do you beat addiction? Ooh, first time I saw you. Oh, dude. That is the greatest compliment you could say, and I don't even... Thank you. But I don't think I'm close to that, but thank you. He is definitely an inspiration. I don't know if you see back here. Let me try to get out of the way. But that is George Carlin AM FM, and it's autographed. I met him at Barnes & Noble on Union Square when he had When Will Jesus Bring the Pork Chops? And that ticket was on the Life is Worth Losing tour. I saw him in Long Island and around. I kind of had bad seats, but people were walking out 20 to 30 minutes in because they were sick of hearing about death and suicide and murder and whatever else. So me and my buddies, we ended up moving up. It was a great time. But for you to say that name, that's an honor. It's an honor. I really appreciate that. But let me get to that question quick. Thank you guys. Keep chatting. I will get to everybody. How do you beat addiction? Man, I don't think you beat it in a way as much as maybe you tame it, because it's really a mind, it's more of a mind thing than anything else. So it's just, there's replacements. And I think certain things, for example, I think resentments. I think resentments are pretty huge because when you do, that's a core of a lot of things, like the root of stuff. It's and that's a lot of it, getting to the root. I will say I did the steps with a sponsor. I did the steps with ChatGPT, and that really did a lot for me. But it's an everyday thing, dude. It's an everyday thing. I'll tell you this. This is honest. Last week, I was feeling really good, like I am now, whatever else. And, dude, I had a little whisper in my head that was like, hey, dude, maybe you could sit at a bar and have a couple. And it was weird for a second, it seemed like a good idea. Like my body was even like, yeah. And then I slowly went, no, I can't do that. Because I just know what I'm going to do. I'm not going to project anything onto you. But I'm a person where I wake up in the morning, whatever's left in my pockets, I'm doing. So I got a bag of Coke, maybe there's some pills, fucking any whiskey left, whatever. That's how I'd start the day. And then it would just be a continuation throughout the day. And for me, I mean, I find this odd that I couldn't go to like comedy stuff without getting all fucked up. It was the only way I could I hate to say it, but this was my mindset at the time. Tolerate people and listen to them talk. But you never really beat it. I don't know if you control it, because it's always there. Like, I am an addict. I have not used in now over 3.5 years, but it's still there, dude. It's still there. Do I go to meetings and all that shit? No. I don't think I've been to a meeting in 1.5 years, maybe 2 years. I'd like to go to one tomorrow just to, again, share this experience because I just want to hear what some other people say because I'm having a difficult time describing it. But support definitely helps, dude. It's not something you can do on your own. I don't believe. That's why, like, the meetings are, they're good and bad. And, you're going to have trolls and pig heads and whatever else. But, like, at the end of the day, it's really about you. But it is very difficult because at first it's just, why would I do this? I hate fucking doing this. Why can't I just get fucked up? Why it's, but then after a while, it's like you get a little win, just a little win. And then it kind of makes you just do another week, do another couple weeks. And then you just get a minor little win. You start noticing maybe you just have 20 more bucks at the end of the week, 50 more bucks at the end of the week than you did before. I don't know. Also, too, a lot of people see shit in you before you see it in yourself. So when you start looking better, you're not feeling better, but other people notice. Your skin gets clearer, your hair, and so forth. But there is no magic formula, brother. There's nothing that's just going to make it... it's work, but it's like anything. You work on your mind, how you would work on your body. And, if you ever worked out or whatever, at first you're doing it and you don't really see results. And then all of a sudden, like 5-6 weeks, you're just like, oh, wait a minute. What's this? And then all of a sudden you're a little amped to like, all right, maybe I'll fucking do some, get into this more. And then you just end up doing it. You end up looking great, feeling great. But it's a process. But, again, there's some, in my experience, I'm not speaking for you, but in my experience, I hid a lot of myself. I hid a lot of shit. I didn't realize how much I've been living on survival mode as a child. Since a child. You know what I mean? I'm a latchkey kid. You get this. You were around the same age. I'm a latchkey kid. My parents were never around. My dad was always out boozing. And so I was left to my devices and so forth. And, so I, been survive. And I put myself into those positions, but I wouldn't say I have it beat. You know what I mean? Even now. But my mind, I've gone through so many days in a sense that my mind knows that I can have fun without boozing or getting fucked up. And that took a while to go like fun without drinking. That took maybe 2 years 2.5-ish, I would say. But thank you so much for being in the chat, people. I thought the podcast was going to get you there. You was sad to see not available. The Woodstock 99. Wow, man. New ground local. You're a fucking deep cut. You are a deep cut. KCD, how do I say this? I haven't seen you in a while, KCD Don 420. Thank you. Wow, this is dope. Thanks for being here. Let me give you a wave too. Okay, let me get to, the Woodstock 99. You know what, buddy? I should maybe try to share that again, perhaps. I remember I just watched the thing on Netflix, and but you know what? You're bringing up some great points. So I'm seeing what you kind of dig here, because those are actually good original experiences that I've had and so forth. So interesting. Keep filling ideas, because I'll do it. Not like, a dancing monkey or anything, but like, topics and things, conspiracy stuff. Okay. That's hip, dude. That's hip. Because I'll start putting stuff together, man. Like, I love this. This has done a lot for me. And it might sound stupid or whatever else, but man, in January-ish, I was having a tough time thinking if I could do anything. Maybe I missed my window of opportunity. You know what I mean? Like, the window closed. Like, hey, dummy, you're fucking 48 now. No one wants to hear you fucking boomer loser or whatever else. And that's not the case. It's not the case at all. But it is something, I thought. So, and then this thing is just, it's been nice. And I don't know. I'm feeling very good just about audiences and comedy, even though, I have my opinions on how it's sold out a little bit. But let's get back to this. What was my drug of choice? Well, I would say the drug of choice was booze, because it was just readily available in a way. But I mean, how many times I'd be sitting in New York City? I mean, you got comics galore. You get a little bit in me. It's just like, what do someone would be like, hey, dude, you want to try this? Okay. Nothing with needles. I don't like that. But for me, it was the booze, and then the booze would kind of lead to other shit. You know what I mean? Because as the night goes on, I mean, especially a lot in New York. I mean, especially here. I'll tell you how. I don't know if this is whatever. This is what I was, though. I would go to bars, and some bars that I knew that are kind of like maybe coke heavy here in a sense, and I would go get a little loaded, and then I would notice who would go to the bathroom, especially dudes, with kind of come out with a little, get another drink, whatever else. So then, hey, let me get that for him. How are you, buddy? Yeah, sit down. I saw you here. You having a good time? Thought I'd buy you a drink. How are you, man? Whatever. Start shooting the shit. And then, like, I would turn on the charm. And like how you said, be funny. In that instant, I would instantly. And just, hey. And then be like, hey, this guy's fucking hilarious. He's kind of cool. Hey, man, you do? Oh, yeah, of course. All right, here. Take this. You got a key? You need anything? No, I got a key. Cool. Just do a little bit, whatever. Come back with it. It's all good. You got it. And that would be a thing I did on a regular basis in Austin here during my 7 months after the old man died. And but yeah, for me, I didn't like it, but what was it? Evan Williams. Cheap. It was cheap, and I liked the harder liquor because it get you fucked up faster and not as full, So again, thank you so much. Okay. First of all, Brian, I get it. I get what you're saying. Where booze is the best. I get it. There's a social identity with it, you know. But some people could do it, man, and they could do it well, and they could do it every day. Stanhope or whatever, those kind of people. There are people out there, functional, whatever else. But I don't know. I can only speak for myself. Again, I don't think my life's changed that much, but I'm not living on the streets. Last year, I'm in a car. Now it's this. I love my apartment. It's not one of the most amazing things in the world, but, maybe I'm not getting up every day at the biggest places, the biggest clubs, but the people I get to go up in front of, they laugh, they're entertained, they come up to me after, we have discussions, they mention names, you remind me of people that I absolutely have admired my whole life. So to me, I don't know, who knows what can happen now. Like, to me now, the possibilities are endless. Before, I didn't think they were. The dumb first step. My life is unmanageable. Like, I'm powerless alcohol, my life is unmanageable. That never really hit me because at the time I was paying bills and it wasn't until COVID is when I got homeless and everything. But yeah, I was pretty much, I didn't have like landlords coming up being like, hey, yo, rent. So never thought. But the thing I added to it that got me this time and made me be like, do a fucking year, man. Just do a year. And it was the life I wanted was unattainable. I'm powerless to that shit because the life I want is unattainable if I continue to do this. I can't even come close to even being half a success at this. Me personally, and it's sad, if I just have one, it's going to turn into 100 million. It's just gonna. Because this is my third go at it in my life. And the other two times when I fell off the wagon, whatever you want to call it, it wasn't like, oh, I had a couple. Because you sit there and you go, well, I fucked that up. So why would you just have one or two, stupid? If you're going to fuck it up, go hard. I don't know if this is answering your questions or anything or giving, but yeah, it's again, and I wouldn't say I struggle with it, but it's there. It's there, but it isn't as strong or as intense. They're all my ideas, by the way, as you said that. And they were your ideas. You are correct, but you're reminding me. Not that I've forgotten, but I haven't necessarily thought about it. I haven't thought about it in a while. And now you're bringing it up to me, And some of it was Robert's ideas too, by the way. So I can't sit here and take full credit. I can't take full credit for that. But let's see here. What are you saying now? What if the miracle... joined late. What if the miracle never happens? Okay. That's interesting. I think eventually it does. And again, what I believe the miracle was is the return to self. And I just think eventually it does. If you put forth the effort, yeah, I think eventually it does. And, for some people it might be a year, some people 3. But let me make sure the question. But what if the miracle never happens? I'm trying to think, so what? Like, if you're working on your thing, because I think at the end of the day, maybe the miracle would just be purpose and alignment. And if you're just aligned with your purpose, that's pretty miraculous. And a lot of people don't get to do that in life. A lot of people just do stuff they don't necessarily feel like it's them, So just like, what is it? Over the top. You got to meet the world halfway. It's not going to be totally you. You got to meet it halfway. That's why you work on the inner self. This is a reflection of it. And, but yeah, what if it doesn't? I don't know why it would stop you. Because maybe if it doesn't happen, maybe it will. And then if it doesn't, at least you went out fighting, if that makes sense. This is amazing, by the way. I cannot believe this. Brian, I hope I'm saying this right, by the way, is Cholton7337. I admire you. Probably you were going through it before that. I never really got into hard drugs. That's a good thing, buddy. I love you, and I love the fact you're still doing it. Well, thank you so much, man. Oh, my God, Evan Caldwell. Wow. Since I got completely sober 7 years ago, every substance feels weirder because it alters my natural state of being. I appreciate my natural state of being the most. Everything else feels numbing. That is so fast. Great syntax there. I get that now. Or I can at least understand where you're coming from. I don't know if I would a year ago. You know what I mean, Evan? But now I can see what you're saying. Like, I really enjoy this. I don't know how to say it. Yeah, drunk wouldn't make this better right now. Even though I thought that in the past. But I never gave this a chance, really, if that makes sense, But right on, man. And congrats on the 7. That ain't fucking easy. It's not easy at all. What else do we got here? This is so fucking awesome. Holy cow. Bish R 2038. Oh, my God. Maybe my miracle is that I haven't quit yet despite everything. I would say so. Maybe the miracle is you're building the resilience. You're building the confidence. You're building the trust in you, perhaps. Maybe the trust in the dumb process of whatever it is we're in at the time that we're in, because for some reason we're here. And I'm not saying we all got to be fucking heroes or whatever, but for some reason we're here at this time. I would have hated to have died before, like, 1971. I would never have heard Dark Side of the Moon or, like, this is perfect in a way. It is. I know some people don't see it that way, and I don't always see it, but it is. It's just coincidences and things. I don't know if they're necessarily coincidences, but it's like things match up. It's like you're playing Tetris, and you build, and then you keep that one bar, and then you finally get the bar, and shit drops. And also, may I say, to get back to your thing, I don't know, I made a couple videos, whatever else. You may not have seen them, fine. But one analogy I'll make is this. I would say for me, going through the process of trying to be sober is like the Karate Kid, where Mr. Miyagi, you go to him, you go, Mr. Miyagi, I'm going to learn karate. You got to teach me karate. All right, dude, I'm going to have you sand the floor. And you got to do it like this. And it's like, all right, dude, whatever. Now I need, or wax the cars, right? And then sand the floor. And then I need you to paint the fence like this. I need you to paint the house like this. And all of a sudden it's like, dude, all I'm doing is your fucking work. All I'm doing is your goddamn slave. What the fuck is going on? I wanted to learn karate. And then all of a sudden Miyagi goes, all right, and you're blocking everything. And then afterwards you're sitting there going, holy shit. I've been doing all this fucking work, being goddamn miserable, hating fucking everything. I've been learning karate the whole time. That's what I kind of feel like it is. And I hope that makes sense. Thank you, everybody, so much for fucking being here. This is so awesome. 100, where are we? Maybe, okay, 107 about it being a return to self, says Dan, T9VF. Okay, that's, again, I don't know if it's an individual thing, the process of this, but if if I were at a meeting and if I had a sponsee or whatever else, or people that I would talk to, I would say don't quit before the miracle happens, and the miracle is your return to self. And I think that's a pretty amazing miracle. No one ever told me what it was. Maybe that's the thing. Maybe you don't tell them. So then when you have this discovery again, or rediscovery, it's amazing and so forth. But yeah, so it's cool that you I don't know, you find agreement with that and so forth. You're an inspiration to us. I appreciate that, dude. I'm just a broken guy trying to put himself together. I'm nothing special, man. I'm you, I'm me, like I'm all of these people that are here with me now. But I appreciate that, man. And whatever, I hope it does. Just find your light. I don't care how you do it, man. Find your light. There's so many people that just don't even try to find it. They just fucking sit around and get lost in this and just scroll stupidity and whatever and distraction and conspiracies. Just find your light. We all got one. We all got one. We might even have more than one. Definitely, I would say here. Definitely here. Maybe even in your gut, your instinct, maybe. Like I said on that Kill Tony, and I agree with it to this day. Stanhope was an inspiration for it, but yeah, your instinct is your God. That's you being you. And the thing is, there's some people that are going to think you're an asshole. There's some people that aren't. There's some people that's just let them. It's like that Eminem song. I am whatever you say I am. If I wasn't, then why would I say I am? In the paper, the news, every day, I am. And the radio won't even play my jam. Because I am whatever you say I am. But I know who I am. I couldn't say that 2 years ago. At all. And that's a beautiful thing as well. And if I could pass it on to other people, then that's great. Going through a similar thing here. And then Evan, true. That's awesome to see that people are relating to this. And okay. Going through the same thing. What are you going through? I don't know, a comeback, a return to self? Or are you like, would you mind explaining a little more if you could? I'd appreciate it greatly. If not, I understand, This is going out to hundreds, so I get it, But if you would, it'd be great. It'd be great. Because also, I do know there's a lot of people that in the morning, when I do these, kind of come in and rewatch and leave comments and so forth. So, it could be a benefit to whoever. You know what I mean? To anybody and anybody. So, again, this is fucking amazing, by the way, to everybody. I don't know if you think it is. I do. I'm just a dummy. My fucking, the big Kill Tony with Joe Rogan was like, what, fucking 3 years ago now, maybe? Right? And the fact that, I don't know, that people still even remember me and in a way are still rooting for me. I don't know. It's a blessing. It's a blessing. And I don't know if I deserve it, but it's fucking dope. It's dope. Let's see, what else? I love everybody talking right now. I really do. Thank you so much. I truly mean this. I guess if you could, the people that are here, would you give this a like? Because I think that helps stuff when it comes to the, whatever. If you don't, no big deal. It's not the end of the world. People will see this when they do. It'll pop up in their feed when they need to see it. That's how I think it works. So let's get back to the chat. Return to self. That kind of repressed, the return to self that I kind of repressed over the years. Is it like any kind of related, or is it just life related, where you just kind of fall into your routine, kind of like Kevin Spacey in American Beauty? You're walking around like this all the time. You know, just, I don't know, loafing through life. You know, kind of surviving. You know, paying my bills. I'm not sad enough to do anything, but I'm not happy enough to enjoy it. You know what I mean? That probably makes sense to everybody in here, for sure. But fucking A, this is truly incredible. Thank you so much. This is the most people that have come on. This is for me. This is the most people that have been watching at one time. This is just, wow. This is awesome. And I got a couple. Who is that one gentleman again? I'm sorry. He probably left. No, maybe he didn't. I shouldn't say that. The guy who was talking about the old episodes of the... Sorry, there's so many names here. Yeah, New Ground Local. You've helped me out with something. I'm definitely gonna put stuff together and so forth for this. You know, I will say I really liked last week, and I really like what's going on this week. This is dope. Sorry I don't have enough fucking dick jokes in here, but yeah, right? We're having a good time. Or at least I am. What do we got? Let's go to this. This is so awesome. Oh, yeah. That's a big one. Oh, hold on. Return yourself. Trying to be someone. Ooh. Yeah. Not in a bad way, but trying to chameleon yourself when you're around others, in a sense. Right? Am I close with that? I get it. Or am I off a little bit? But look at this, and you guys are talking to each other. This is fucking awesome. This is awesome. Wow. Oops. All right, let's get to this. Can you talk about what you're currently working on? Yes, I can. Bashar 2038. I can totally do that. Let me see what Brian says here quick. I'm going to go to work tomorrow, and I'm going to brag about being shouted out by Tim Warner, and my coworkers are going to say who. Yep. Isn't that beautiful? That's fucking great. Who the hell are you talking about? Don't worry about it. That's fucking great. That's funny, dude. I appreciate that. That's funny. Yes. Bashar, I could totally do that. Hope I'm saying your name right. Bashar. If I'm not, I deeply, deeply apologize. It's not my intention. What do we got here? Yes. Yep, definitely. Okay. So I was spot on with that. Yeah. And then just to kind of trust yourself. It's hard. Isn't it crazy how hard it is to trust you? Isn't it crazy? Like, to come up with a goal and a plan, and you're going to take these steps and to fucking trust the process. You know, I know the 76ers made the process look bad, but like to trust it and just believe that, again, just trying to make yourself 1% better every single fucking day. You know what I mean? Just to do that. Oof. But yes, things that I'm working on. Bashar, actually, this is a perfect time to do this. Thank you so much for asking. So let's go into this quick. Again, sir, this is definitely one thing I'm working on. Boom, is if you go to my calendar here, I could do this all the time. My bad. But, sorry, I fucked that up on my end. Hold on. But this is really what I'm working on. I've been blessed by DJ Vasquez and so forth. We're putting things together. I would say, I don't want to be disrespectful or anything or out of line, but I'm kind of the right-hand man for him in ways. We're doing the shows together, but he runs a monthly at the Green Room. I'm kind of helping him out with it and so forth. So in a way, we have a monthly at the Green Room here in Austin. And then also, again, just working on gigs. A lot of them are going to be in Texas at the moment. You know, in San Antonio here, June 5th, June 6th, going to be in Houston. This is right outside Houston. What else? We got, this is in Clifton, Texas. I believe on, I messed that up. That's August 8th. Oh, I got to change that thing. I'm sorry about that. June 13th is where I'm going to be here. Oh, I'm doing this really bad. That's a Friday night at the Green Room. They liked me on those Saturday shows. Of course, Cap City. Got this going on. And then that's in October. But yes, I am Mr. Irrelevant when it comes to the Cap City, because in the preliminary rounds, I am on the last day as the last performer in the first round. But we are looking, this is probably like, for me, in a way, warm-ups, getting my 20 together. And then I think DJ and I are going to be ending up expanding. Unfortunately, Brian, I don't know if we're going to be going necessarily to Michigan right away. I don't know how long it's going to take, but East Coast for sure, North Carolina, some things like that, New Jersey, New York, and definitely San Diego for sure is going to be coming down the road real soon. I don't know about LA or what have you. Definitely some things in like New Mexico, Arizona. So, but we're all doing it in pieces right now and so forth. So, but other than that, like material and stuff, I will admit, if you want to check out the last live stream at about 35 minutes in, I do show an audio of a set at Buzzmill, and then it brought up a great discussion. And then I showed a set that I did from Asheville and kind of discussed how I'm trying to take this material from Buzzmill and make it sound like the Asheville and get it that tight and that sharp. So that's a lot of the things that are going now currently. As long as, I can get stuff done. This is just incredible. Yeah, Evan, that Brian line was pretty funny. It was pretty funny. Look at you guys are talking to each other. Wow, yes. And this is what I'm talking about, building something. And may I say, Brian, a year ago, I would have been a party pooper and probably dwelling on the fact like, dude, there's not even fucking 10 people. There's not even 12 people, not even 20, not even... Who gives a shit? It's all noise. It's all ego. I'm sitting here right now, and this is fucking amazing. A year ago, the perspective I had, Mr. Negative Nelly over here. You know what I mean? You can't spell optimism without Tim. So, so it's just, I don't know. It's a crazy transformation, dude. It's a crazy transformation. And again, just like the Jalen Brunson thing. People are going to make noise. You know how many buddies I had that are, totally try to deter you from getting your shit together? Come on, why would you quit drinking? What are you, queer? Come on. Fucking get fucked up with us, whatever, you dummy and loser. And, why would you do that? You're so much fun as a drunk. No, I see something that I want. There's an NBA championship I want to grab. So I'm going to try to go with this team. I believe in it. Maybe I'll get some pieces around me. And in a way, I see it happening, dude. The opportunities that DJ's giving me. Who knows what's going to happen with Cap City? Who knows, right? Maybe I can move on to the next round for the first time ever. That'd be pretty dope. Who knows what could happen if I get a Gil Tony appearance? Who knows what happens if I do, I get picked for the mothership and have a good set? Who the fuck knows? But I know I got a better attitude about it. I'm not kicking myself in the fucking head every time I do, but I'm a very hard critic on myself, and I expect more and whatever. And, I'm just not being awful to myself. There's nothing wrong with coaching and whatever, but I'm not sitting there fucking just hating myself for trying. Again, you know how many people don't try? It's like the hardest thing is to get started. After that, but there's just so many people that don't get started for whatever reasons. Mostly because they listen to noise instead of their fucking heart and their, you know? Does that make sense? Probably. Maybe. A year ago, Tim would have been disgusted by us. Oh, wow. Woot, I'll try to be at the New York, New Jersey ones. Okay, oh, wow, Dan, you're up in that area. Yeah, let me try to think. Possibly, I'll tell you what would be a good possibility. I don't know if it's near you. I think it's in Morristown. The Dojo. I think that's Sam Tripoli's club, I believe. But that would be a spot DJ and I would definitely do. I wouldn't be surprised 6 months or so. You know, definitely stay tuned. Get on the mailing list because I send stuff out once a month. Nothing major. I don't want to bother you guys. There's too many comedians talking way too fucking much and being on a bunch of shit, babbling all the time. I would just like to do this with you guys once a week, bounce out, come back. That's why I don't really do a lot of shit on the Instagram and Facebook or whatever. It's just, there's too much of us. There's too many of us taking ourselves seriously. It's not fun. It's not fun at all. We're just, come on. But that is very true. A year ago, Tim, yeah, probably would have been disgusted by us. Couldn't beat the Pistons. Yeah, throwing in some Nick talk, like if the Pistons could have gotten by Cleveland. Oh yeah, you're a Michigan guy, so I ain't gonna bust your balls on that. I see what you're doing there. Good for you. Good for you. You got a good squad, dude. You get someone with Cunningham. If the elites in the Illuminati allow it, I think they'll get Detroit a ring in a couple of years because Detroit's been kind of on the come up. You know. What else? This is so awesome. Again, thank you so much, guys, for contributing. You know what I mean? A lot of this would not be done because of you. So thank you so much. Really, really dope. Really, really appreciate it. I'm glad to be a part of this. Thank you, Brian. I am too. I am glad you're a part of it too. Oh, yeah. I'm not too far from there. Okay, you're not far from Morristown. Great. You're a true inspiration. You're only saying that because it's true. No, I'm kidding. Again, Brian. Oops. Thank you again, Brian, so much. I appreciate it. But again, I'm just a guy just trying to get my life together. And it would be cool just to be a touring comic. It would just be great. And that's it. And that would be, for me, I guess that's a good life. And then try to be good to people. And always punch up when it comes to the material. But thank you very much for that. So that's good, dude. So if we're in Morristown, again, I should have links in the fucking description. Definitely on the website, iamtimwarner.com. Please go there, join the mailing list. And again, I just throw shit out once a month, but it'll definitely give you dates and lists. Again, I do update the website, and I also have a date of when I last updated. So you guys will know when I'm up to current, and I should have ticket links and all that shit as well as things progress. So, but also Dan, I do want to get this 20 minutes together, you know. One thing I would like to do in my life before I go, I'm just going to kind of talk maybe realistic, not dreamy. But if I could do YouTube special, but what I would like to do is have it be live. So I know a lot of guys, they make their specials. I feel like comedians nowadays overproduce a lot of their fucking specials. They film 4 shows or 2 shows, 6 shows, and edit the best of together to make it look like one great performance. But back in my day, you'd go to HBO and you would go, George Carlin would be on. That first time he was on, it was fucking filmed live. So I would want to do a live of a special that I would love it to be. I think that's going to be the title I'm going to be working on, A Flawed Pursuit of Happiness. And I would love it to be like a comedy concept album, you know, with like Dark Side of the Moon, how it talks about like greed and envy and insanity and death and life. And I would like to do that as well, you know. So if I can go from the gutter to being able to do something like that, have it get like 100 views, whatever else, I win. I win. The world wins, in a way. What else we got here? This is fucking... this, I've been trying to find a Tony for a sound effect. I've been trying to find a Tony amazing. And I just haven't found the right one yet to make a sound. But right there would have been a wonderful amazing. So... well, this is fantastic. Oh, yeah, YouTube special. Let's go, Evan. Evan Caldwell says. Yeah, I think that's the way to go. I think comedy's got to go back to doing recorded live specials. They have to be live, in the moment. I think that's just me. I think that's the element of comedy. Stand-up, anyway. It's the being there live that fucking matters. Look at this wonderfulness. Unbelievable. You're unbelievable. Wow. I was just thinking about that song the other day, and now you just said that, and Pepsi has it in their thing. What else is there? That sounds great. Yeah, I hope it is. And so you look at it like this. We're doing this now, right? So hopefully this live stream can build a community, right, as things go on. I know I've been losing subscribers way more than I've been gaining, but it's just like stocks. You know, shit goes up, prices got to compress, and then it goes back up. So it's all good. I don't take any of it personal. But hopefully something can build with this. We start getting a community of things, and, you know, all of a sudden, maybe at one point there'll be, I don't know, 2,000, 5,000 people watching at one time. And then hopefully from that it'll build. And then in a way, if that's happening, then that also means maybe some people are coming out to see me a little bit when I go to places. And yeah, maybe we could pack a fucking room and do an hour. You know, do 55 minutes to an hour, man. And have it be a comedy concept. That's what I want. I want a White Album. I want a Dark Side of the Moon. I want Our Lady Peace, Spiritual Machines. You know, why not? Who else is doing it? Like, I'm not a person. Yeah, sure, get laughs, right? But I want people to laugh like in a Carlin way, in a Hicks way, Stano, Patrice, Lenny, Pryor, you know? So I just got overly excited, and there's nothing wrong with that. Let's go back to the chat. This is fucking awesome. You're a philosophical, even poetic. Oh, wow. Evan Caldwell, thank you. Comedian. A concept special of some sorts would be amazing. Thank you so much. I think it would be. I think there's something there. It's just a matter of work. And it's just a matter of, again, making the right choices, doing the work every day. And I'm telling you, comedians around town, even just me, they've seen, not all of them, but they're beginning to see the change in me. They can see that I was different from a year ago. And again, the external world take some time to catch up to the internal changes. Nothing happens instantly, right? You don't make a wish and then poof, it's there. You make the wish, and then with time and work, again, meeting the world halfway, there's your wish. So, I don't know. Things are good. My personality's coming back. I mean, I'm getting even little things like facial expressions. I'm doing a lot more of, which I didn't do before. I mean, granted, watching Patrice Elephant in the Room kind of reminded me, like, yeah, you should make some faces, dummy. So, and it's kind of coming out naturally when I do. And it's just, I don't know. I'm having fun again, fucking creating comedy. And not trying to be, whatever, to each their own. To each their own. I'm just trying to do my thing. To each their own. To each their own. But, yeah, I kind of want to raise the bar here a little bit. You know, just, again, how many trans jokes, how many Jew jokes, how many dick jokes, how many black jokes, how many do you fucking do before you sit around and go, Jesus, everyone else is doing this. Maybe I should just talk about some other topics. Something different, you know? Instead of, so, again, I'm not saying I'm great. I'm not special. I'm not nothing. But there's a thing I would like to do, you know, that might just be a little bit unique. Maybe that's the word I'm looking for. Holy shit, let's go back to the chat. All right, Bishar 2038 just watched a video about dreaming bigger than what feels comfortable and setting tighter time frames. Yeah. It's I believe in manifestation. I believe in vision boards, you know. I think you have to picture what you want before you see it in reality. Again, the internal work in the world, all of this, the people in your lives, the job you have, the whether you have tension on your way to work or it's just you just go to work and it's fine. The inner work, it's all a reflection. The outside world is just a reflection of that. And a lot of times, you know, with more belief, again, with more little wins, you do start thinking bigger, you know. I do have a thing where I don't think I do, but I just don't want to sound arrogant because, again, at the end of the day, it's just fucking comedy. Who cares? You know what I mean? Like, if I were to die, the world moves on, you know, so I don't mean it in any way like that, but yeah, if it's Netflix, it's Netflix. But who knows? Maybe Netflix won't be the thing. Maybe there'll be some new, or maybe Hulu will pump a thing or whatever. But I mean, look, Netflix would be dope as fuck. But I just know realistically what I have control of. I could do a thing on YouTube. I could rent out space. I could get some people to come. I could set up a couple cameras. And then I've got the buttons here. I've got the setup. You just have someone in the back doing it. That's it. That's the only thing I would need. Someone else there that I would trust that would be in charge of, like, well, granted, I would like to have some say in where the cameras are. But then to have the trust in someone to hit the buttons at the right time and do the things. And we'd probably have to go over my act just to be like, hey, man, if this happens here at this part, hit this button. I want this there. But anyway, that's just talk for the future, you know. What else do we have here? But that's great, dude. Suck in those videos, man. Absorb them. Sponge them up. What else do we? Holy Jesus, sometimes... who is this? I'm sorry. New Grounded Local. There you are. Sometimes with Kill Tony guys, seasoned like you, it's a good opportunity. Feel like some are making a huge mistake and are just humiliation targets. You're not wrong. I agree. I don't know about the thing with me. Seasoned guys, yes. But I don't know if a minute is my strongest thing. You know, and I the times that I don't beat myself up after the minute, the interviews are usually a good time. But when I think I did horrible, the interviews are awful, I look down, whatever. But I don't think that's going to happen again. Even if, let's say I did a minute and everyone hated it, I still don't think I would beat myself up. Because at the end of the day, I can go home and change it and make it better. It just sucks that it would be in front of a bunch of million people and then probably some comedian I admire and then Red Band and Tony. But, but I will say this. I think a lot of people do come here, not necessarily to be a comedian, but to get notoriety. And so right there, your aim, your focus, it's off from the bullseye, dude. So I think that's why, to them, they're not even necessarily being humiliated. They're on Kill Tony. They're going to put it on their Instagram. Like in their bio, I was at Kill Tony episode, whatever, 870, I don't even know what they're on now. And it's like, but dude, you didn't even get a little book. You didn't even, I mean, for me, if I were to walk out of that place without a big book, I would be devastated. These motherfuckers come in, they don't get a big book. They walk back into Shakespeare's like they fucking won. Or if they get a little book, they come back in like they won. And I'm like, dude, that's not a win. That's like fucking what's his nuts talking about the analytics. We won 2 out of 3. No, you didn't. You're fucking, it's 3-0, stupid. So it's a lot of the mentality here. Not everybody. Don't get me wrong. There are people that are comedians that want to work and be better. But a majority of the people that get off the bus or whatever it is to come here, notoriety more than anything else. So you definitely have a point there. And that's just my opinion from what I see. Because you could just see it, dude. You see people don't change things. They don't edit. They don't work. They don't. This isn't, granted, it's like I remember back in the day watching Jordan play, and then I would go out on the basketball court thinking I could play basketball. And it's like, no, dude, you're 5'6", you're white, you don't have handles, you don't do it enough. But I would pretend I could be as good as Jordan because he made it look so easy. And a lot of these comedians, like the great ones you watch, they make it look so fucking easy. But I'm not saying it's the most difficult thing in the fucking world, but it's not the easiest. There are some people that are naturally boom, boom, boom. There's a lot that aren't. I'm probably included. But there is that idea of, I can get notoriety. And then also what's I think also a trap is, like let's say there's so many more people watching that show than there were when I had the Rogan thing. So let's say I do well, the interview goes good, whatever else, it's a good time, the crowd loves it. Red Band asked me to be on Secret Show, right? And then and the crowd goes to my YouTube. I have like a catalog of stuff. And a lot of these people, they don't have a catalog. They only have like a minute. Like I don't mean anything against this kid, whatever else. I'm just kind of using as an example. But like Heath Cortez, I remember, how he blew up and everything, and he had that joke, right? Everyone went nuts for. I remember seeing him at the Vulcan, right? For Duncan Trussell and Friends. Maybe, I don't know, maybe 2 months after that happened, And he goes on stage, he does some jokes, and then he does that joke. And I'm watching the crowd mouth it, like as if they were singing a song with the band. And it's just like, buddy, you can't do that joke anymore. It's like back in the day, if you did something on, Carson or Letterman, it's like, you can't do that again. Everyone saw it on TV. But he just didn't have the back catalog to be sitting there going out doing 10, 15 minutes. He just didn't have it yet. Not saying he can't acquire it. No, I don't mean any of that. But at the time, and it's just difficult. Like, audiences don't really laugh. Even if they like that joke, they don't really, laughter is an emotional response. So there's no tension because it's coming. And that's no dig on Heath, whatever else. But it's where he was. He was green. You know what I mean? I don't mean any will towards it, but so that's another thing too. I think is a disadvantage to these people. You know, when you do it for, I mean, I don't get these people that go to the New Year's show and have never fucking gone on a stage and put their name in. Those people, there should be another Kill Tony the day after where we skin them alive. It's just, why I don't, and you're taken away from somebody who could actually show up for that moment. But that's life. It's life. You know, a lot of people are lonely. A lot of people aren't happy. And just having a little notoriety will pump up the ego enough to make them think they're important when, again, none of us are. This kind of doesn't matter. We all die in the end. So, fuck it. Enjoy who the fuck you are. Which, again, not easy to do. Not easy to do. What else do we have here? Guys, okay. True. First comes the internal, then the external catches up, says Evan Caldwell. Exactly. Very true. Amazing. Maybe that's the new catchphrase. No, like I said, I'm going to get some sound effects, and that's one of them I want to get. I also want, just for no reason, I just want to get the They Live. I just want to press a button and have Roddy Piper go, put on the glasses. I don't know why. It's just a great movie. And if I can do that, and then it makes a reference for someone who doesn't know, and then they go try to watch They Live, that's a win. In my opinion. Thank you, everyone, so much for fucking staying here. This is dope. Warner Flicks says Dan, T9V6F. New Grounded. Yeah, you're talking about my kind of evaluation of Kill Tony's crowd, whatever. And it's not his fault. It's not, you know. But I'll tell you what. One thing I saw recently, Schizo Bill from fucking Opie and Anthony went on. That was pretty dope. Got a golden ticket and everything. Those kind of moments are fucking great. That guy came down for that one fucking day too. It's a wonderful thing. Like, that's awesome. You know, but I'll tell you, I see guys on a regular basis. I mean, I see people, dude. I've been here for whatever, 3 years. They're doing the same jokes, like at Mike's, and then wondering why they don't get booked, why they haven't gotten. And it's like, you haven't worked on the jokes you do. You've just stuck with it. And then, two, you don't have new shit. You don't have any, I don't know. Who was it? Kendrick Perkins said something the other day I loved. A dead bird in tall grass. I don't know what it means, but I just think that's a funny little dumb saying, and I absolutely love it. Maybe that should be one of the sound effects. Getting Kendrick Perkins going, that's a dead bird in tall grass. All right. All right. So that makes sense. Warner Flicks, that makes sense. Yeah, and it's just nothing bad. It's just kind of how the times are, in a way, with social media and TikTok and whatever else. Again, if you guys haven't seen it, I would highly recommend watching, was it Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die? If you have not seen that movie, definitely check it out. Sam Rockwell got my part. I wish I didn't, you know, I could have been on a different trajectory if I made some better choices back in the day. But if you haven't seen that movie, I would highly recommend it. It's amazing. It's really great. Guy from the future comes to try to save us from AI and all that. It's wonderful. It's wonderful. Sam Rockwell, absolutely fantastic in that movie. I hope he gets nominated for something. He has an opening monologue. It's like 10 minutes. It's absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. All right. Again, everybody, thank you so much for contributing tonight. And if you're still here and you haven't already, please give a like. That'd be pretty cool. I think it helps. All the things in the chat, I think that helps as well. Again, I
I'm looking at the numbers right now, and this is just beyond my wildest expectation. I didn't even think anyone would be here tonight. You know, maybe Dan, because of last week, whatever. Love Thy Neighbor usually pops in as well. But a lot of you guys, you've been here and so forth at times, but like all of this and then talking to each other, this is the beginning of some of the things I've envisioned. And it's, again, I'm kind of in awe again right now. Again, I woke up the end of Back to the Future. My life's upgraded. I haven't changed, but I came back to 1985, blah, blah, and it's upgraded. It's great. Everything, it's amazing. And again, it's what I'm putting out there. It's the boomerang. And it comes back to you, you know? And it goes the other way too. You sit there and be a fucking cunt and whatever else, it fucking comes back to you in some form, you know? And in some way. And also, you do some good shit, comes right back. So, you know, it's a fucking blessing. Wow. 12:30? Okay. Hey, man, if you guys keep talking, I'll keep going. I have absolutely no problem with that whatsoever. But, oops, uh-oh. Did I do something wrong? Did I just end everything? Oh, son of a... Uh-oh. 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 Did I mess up? Did I accidentally end it? No, it doesn't. I might have. Uh-oh. Oh, that's a bummer. Okay. No, that shouldn't alter the stream. This should alter the stream, right? Because that says stop streaming. Okay, so I don't think it stopped. But I don't like how that button went back. Uh-oh. Okay, I don't want to make boring time in case this is filming. Oh, I know what I did. I think everything's fine. Yes. Okay. Everything's fine. We're still on. Okay. Sorry about that. I thought I backtracked and ended up stopping that live stream just when I'm like, hey, if you guys keep chatting, I'll keep going. So, okay. Other than that, again, let me take this moment. The song in the beginning, again, is Mr. Joe Yoga from the album Everything You Heard Is True, which was live at the Sidewalk Cafe in New York City. And the song off the album, Gimme Death, that is an actual true story that he says in those lyrics. I remember at the time I did a set where I was just like, where I said, you know, death is the only thing that keeps us interesting. It was a bit about like, I'm glad there's death because it makes time valuable. And look what we do with our time already. Imagine if we didn't die. We'd be sitting around binge watching every show that ever fucking existed. You know, death makes this interesting. What more do you want in life? Not enough for you greedy little pigs. And then I remember him coming up to me after being like, hey, dude, can I fucking make that a song? Absolutely, Joe. Absolutely. And that's what he did. So again, just take some time. If I could, maybe also, again, plug some dates. I don't know if you people know people in places, but definitely coming up June 5th, San Antonio. June 6th, right outside of Houston. And then I got to fix that. I can't believe that was in August. And then June 13th, this one I'm really excited about. This venue is promoting us and like they're doing a lot of things, which shows me they're excited to have us. So that'll be fun on June 13th. But other than that, I know sometimes you're not supposed to say this on a live stream, and sometimes people get perturbed, but please don't get anything. I don't mean any disrespect. I know sometimes live stream language is in the way you do things. There's certain ways and rules, but it does to me look like the chat is winding down. So on that note, I think I perhaps myself will get going. I think. Is there anything else that I really wanted to cover? I don't think so. Right? I think we did it, I have to say. So before I go, this is something I get to do. I forgot all about this. So hopefully a number of you are still here. But this, holy shit. This is awesome. I don't think I've ever had this many people in the top fans thing. It's usually, 2 or 3 and whatever. This is incredible. So before I leave, I definitely want to say New Grounded Local 3348. So much for fucking being here. I appreciate it greatly. Oops. Ooh, oh boy. Okay. Thank you so much for being here. Much appreciated. Evan, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Evander Caldwell, 9993. I remember seeing your name so much, man, throughout like my YouTube stuff and whatever else. So, dude, it's so good to see your name again. It really is. Dan, you're becoming a fucking diehard, brother. You're here every week. Whatever else, I greatly appreciate it. Same with Love Thy Neighbor. Bish R. I hope I'm saying that right. Bish R. 2038. Appreciate you chiming in. You definitely all have contributed to the conversation. What else? Oh, I know why. Maybe I'm not. Okay, it doesn't matter. Who's this? Oh yeah, and Brian Cholton, 7337. Hey man, you kind of got this ball rolling tonight, brother. So I appreciate that greatly. And then KCD. Oh, I'm doing this wrong. KCD Ton 420. You're another person that I've seen throughout. I remember on videos and comments and things. So it's awesome that you guys are here. And this is something I could. Oh, that's why I'm doing up there. It's so funny. This is something I could not have done. I could not have done with any of you. So on that note, unless I don't think anybody really said anything about the time or day that would be better or whatever. So I'm not going to necessarily do 10 o'clock. Oops, let me get on the camera. I'm not necessarily going to do 10 o'clock per se. Okay. But what I'm going to do is I will do Wednesday nights. When I get done with shit. So, tonight I bounced around a couple places, mics and whatever, to try to get some stage time. So for right now on Wednesdays, when I get done with shit, I'm going to come home and I'll pop on. It could be 10 o'clock, could be 11, could be midnight. I think on Wednesday, that's probably the latest it would start, would be midnight. So, again, thank you to everyone who was here tonight. Absolutely fucking awesome. Absolutely great conversation. Wonderful to see everybody, again, talking to one another and so forth. And this is something I can't do without you, any of you. So I'll be here. I'll be here next Wednesday. What is that, by the way? Ooh. Oh, that's 2 days before I leave. for San Antonio in Houston. So, okay, let's do that, right? Wednesday, I'll be back. So, again, more than anything, thank you to all of you. And it's just been a fantastic show. And you know what? I haven't done this as I've left. But you know what? I'm going to do it now. I am going to do it now. Let's leave. Let's leave with Joe Yoga, everybody. I see some things coming in here.
Day of my vacation.
Evan took his comment away, or they took your comment away.
And prayed for death. I wrote a song. I thought it was stupid, even though I know not all of them can
Have
be
a great
blessed.
night, everybody. Evander Caldwell. Sorry calling you Evan all night. Evander.
For several hours, waiting for the
Electrician dude.
to come and fix the breaker.
For love to save me.
But that was not the message that got through.
'Cause death is the only thing that keeps this interesting. You know in your heart that you'd get bored. Yeah, death is the only thing that makes this interesting. Why in hell on earth would you want more?
Well, after several hours of this, I became discouraged, but determined to make something of the day. I went to the open mic to get some rage out and play my song, but I got number 58. And I became acceptance. I sat there unmoving, watching all my friends get on the stage to sing their asses off, to try and reach me, but I
Didn't hear the anthem till I didn't Warner say, hey, death is the only thing that keeps this interesting. Why in hell on earth would you want more? Yeah, death is the only thing that keeps this interesting. You know in your heart that you'd get bored.
Dad! 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 Give me Dad! Dad! Give me Dad! Give me Dad! 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 Well, I took
Piranha antagonized it,
smeared it
shit around right you see.
I
I
meditated,
meditated,
kept
getting distracted about how wonderful it was to be me.
'cause I have found a way
Out. And I have found a way out. I have come to shake hands and make fools with the fools. Everything you heard, my friend, is true. Thank you, everyone, for fucking being here tonight. This is awesome. I think something's gonna happen. Who knows what, but it's gonna be cool. This is awesome. Thank you so much, everybody. And I'm looking forward to next week. Yeah. Word. So give me death. Mr. Joe Yoga. I'm Tim Warner. Thank you all, everybody.
Everybody.